can like yourself and still not know who you are. We're talking about how to become a man you respect again after years of self-doubt. Strange truth. You can have self-esteem and still feel useless inside. You can succeed, you can provide, you can achieve, and still ask, who am I? I'm a best-selling author myself, and I'm going to give you my takeaway on this research that I'm addressing right now and the bonus later on. See, one study looked inside the brain. It found that self-esteem usually links with self-clarity, meaning when you value yourself more, you often know yourself better, but not always. You see, there was a catch. When the DACC was more active, the link weakened. The DACC is connected to social pain, rejection, exclusion, threatened belonging. In other words, and simply put, when you feel socially unsafe, you feel self-worth may stop. Because self-knowledge, that matters. Because you, as a man, may look confident, but still feel internally blurred. You know your job, you know your duties, your mortgage, your reputation, but not yourself. The second study then, another article, added another layer. It reviewed self-esteem and self-compassion. Now, across many studies, over 35,000 people that is, it found they strongly overlap, but they are not identical. Self-esteem asks, am I worthy? Self-compassion asks, can I be kind to myself when life hurts? Both relate to well-being, to fewer psychological problems. But together, they work better than either alone. So maybe your problem is not just low confidence. Maybe it is low clarity, low compassion, high pressure, and hidden rejection. You were told maybe to perform, not to reflect, to provide, not pause, to endure, not soften. So when life starts asking, who are you? You answer with achievements, not identity, with income, not meaning, with status, and not self-knowledge. And that's the trap. But what are the solutions? Well, first we need to name ourselves. Hello, my name is Conor. There's more, is there? Well, what are you? What does your name mean? What is all of your name? First, second, and middle name? And what also is it to you in your relationship with it? It's beyond work. It has to be. Because you have to have that identity. It has to be beyond rules. And those are the rules that perhaps have shaped your life up until now. But guess what? That has got you lost enough to look towards this video and towards this point of the video upon which you really need to go back to the start of what you were born with, your name. And so we need to start the ball rolling and find that we are beyond achievements. From there, we can do our second step, which is building clarity. And with that, we can write the values of what we think we are going to be and what we are right now. From there, we can go from point one to the future in confidence. And we can track our patterns and notice the desires that we want and our feelings throughout. This is a feeling universe. So go with that feeling and change your feeling at the beginning by knowing what you are. Then you need to protect your belonging and reduce your isolation. It's okay to be a little bit on your own all of the time. In fact, it's very good. But to be isolated is totally different. It's okay to do this task of naming and going forward and planning for a little moment. When I say a moment, a shorter period, so that you can plan to go to the future in a more positive way. And within that, you need to seek connection, because there will be new connections that will be good for you and positive for you to develop in the future. And you need to repair friendships. Admit that you've been wrong. You're not always right, and I can guarantee you I have not been always right too. I've been very wrong a lot of the time, and friendships have gone. And if you're listening and you are a friend, an old friend, I'm sorry. So let's move on. Let's repair them. We can be good to each other going forward. And being wise from the past and knowing those deepened friendships that disconnected, we can practice compassion going forward. And doing so will not just be good for ourselves, but it'll be good for others around us. That means we're going to speak more gently and speak better. And that means to do that, to intend to do that, we have to think better, feel better towards others and allow that mistakes can be made by others. I've made them, you've made them. Hold your hands up and go forward and stop self-attack. Don't let anybody attack you. At the same time, why should your thoughts attack yourself? Then we need to question our performance. What is really good? What is benefiting ourselves? Why have we dipped in performance? Why do we dip now and then, the odd time even? Is it that scientific with regard to maybe our underlying feelings? No, because if we don't know our underlying feelings in the first place, or what has dragged us back in the past, and the things that happened in the past that are dissatisfying will come back to bite you in the ass in the future. And sometimes our body can hold it in some ways that we find very unusual in the future, and we wonder why. It's probably connected to some dip or something that you've done or intaken in some way, physically, mentally, emotionally in the past. You have to question what counts to you, because if you're going forward, there's no point bringing on dead wood. You need to offload it. So think about going on a boat in the ocean. It's just you. You have a limited amount of stock or things or people to bring with you. What are they? What really matters? When you find that, you'll find out what remains for you. Now look, if you're getting something from this video, please like, and that means we can comment. You can comment to me and I'll comment back. And from there, I produce better videos. And so you can subscribe. That means it's a sign to me to keep on going with this. Now, let's strengthen your self-esteem. By doing all the previous things that I mentioned, that's going to help with that. But if you strengthen your self-esteem consciously, it means that you're going to honor your effort. Putting your energy into yourself in a very good way to help others is fantastic. And keep your promises, even just the silent ones to yourself. In fact, they're the most important things that you can do to yourself. In that way, reduce your rejection sensitivity. It will happen. Look, if you're changing things, changing yourself, you're going to get rejected. People are going to go away from you, but then others will come to you in a good way. And you're refining the people and the opportunities around you. Make sure you pause first and say, it's like being at a crossroad. Which way to go? Which way is better for you with the situations, the thoughts, and the promises that you make to yourself? And check the evidence that's out there. That's the great thing about the internet. There's evidence, and this is evidence here. This is research. And so with the research I'm giving to you to help you, you can check it out yourself. But you can also check out the things more specifically that will give you a well-worn path and a right direction to go forward. Create inner safety. Having that allows you to breathe slowly. And guess what? That's how we were made in the first place, to breathe slowly. Not of all of this jumpy stress all around us. Name your feelings. Why do you need to name them, Johnny and Pat? Well, it's because it means you're slowing down. It means you're observing them. If you can name somebody, remember when people don't actually are aware enough to kind of say, oh, what's that person's name? Well, that's because they haven't taken the time in the first place in a lot of ways, in a lot of instances, to stop and go, they're John, they're Pat, they're different, and here's why they're similar and unique or whatever else. You're going to have setbacks, but you can use your setbacks and learn honestly. Be open to changing, but also be open honestly to use those setbacks in a positive manner and adjust your behavior accordingly and stay humble while doing that. It's a journey. Everything you're doing is going to work, but it just takes time. How long is a piece of string? But if you use that humble piece within it, then you know that you're really learning and you're really going forward. What you need to do is integrate both, valuing yourself and knowing yourself, and forgive yourself in the mix too, because things will come up. Like we think of trauma and we think of introspection. So there's things within our magnificent brain bobbling around, and like memories from many years before, strange happenings every day, and there is randomness in every day, the people we meet, and the chance of meeting another person, but the thing they say or the memories they hold or the thoughts they bring. So you have to forgive yourself if you've come to a standstill or you're stuck. And this is what this video has been about. So remember, your self-esteem is so important, but so is your self-compassion. And they strongly overlap, yet each produces well-being differently. A strong self is not built only from confidence, but also from compassion and clarity. And there's another C, and that's connection. And that's my takeaway today. Make sure to keep connected. Don't be isolated, because you're going forward, you're going to improve. It's a long journey, but it's an exciting one. Thanks for watching. Please like this video. If you subscribe, comment to say that you have, and we'll look after you.